Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with Month of Aces and Adventures. Today we're finally going to be going into the Roguelike Mode. For those of you who are interested, though, we're going to do just a little bit of a quick update. I'm going into Summer Mode. For those of you who were wondering, like I was, Summer Mode doesn't really do stuff similar to what most other roguelikes do, which is like putting harmful effects on you, technically speaking. All it does is all the enemies will get +1, right? Kind of like how our abilities can go +1, except instead of our abilities, which are generally better but come at more cost, they are just better. And generally that means that enemies that don't have passive bonuses now have passive bonuses. They might have more health, they might have more attack, defense, or their abilities might just get better. Like one of the ones that I have run into is Auto Siphon. Generally, Siphon requires the enemy to deal damage to you in order to take 1 life from you. But Auto Siphon just says, hey, at the start of the turn, even if you've stunned me, I'm going to go ahead and take a life from you. And that enemy in particular was particularly nasty. But as you can see, we're already still up to Diremire, still using the base decks, still haven't leveled up. Well, technically not. I accidentally leveled up Layla once. We are now level 1 on Layla, first leaf, because all videos that I have seen, you had to like grab this and then drop it into the tree in order to level up, and I accidentally clicked this on my way out, immediately Alt F4'd, hoping that it was going to make me not level up or not register, but we technically leveled up on Layla, which means that we get to begin the adventure with an additional ability in hand. So, for those of you who were wondering what level 1 did and haven't been playing the game and leveled up yourself, that's what that does. It's actually quite powerful in my opinion, which is, again, why I'm kind of against it, but that's my particular way of playing. Basically, I mentioned it in the comments, but the main reason why I'm doing the whole, like, no base decks, base levels thing through the story mode as much as possible is I don't appreciate games that put difficulty in place and then a meta progression for you to grind your way up to finally feel like you can actually beat the game. A lot of roguelikes do this nowadays, and I feel like it's honestly quite cheap. It's just a way to get more hours out of you, and obviously if I'm running a series where I'm trying to, in 1 month, show you as much of the game as possible, that kind of gets in my way of showing you guys what's going on, as well as I don't feel like it's necessarily like worth my time. Doesn't mean that I don't necessarily enjoy the game. I obviously love the game. I'm enjoying it still quite a bit, and I don't know if that made sense, right? Like, don't give me a hurdle that I have to throw time at to beat if I can't mechanically beat it. And so far, through summer, we've been able to do that. Has it been rough? Absolutely. But a lot of the times it's just like, enemies drawing a 3-pair against us, which technically as their offense and or defense goes up, that's more likely. But it hasn't necessarily been that I felt like I could not do this with the base decks, but we've been like swapping through all sorts of different characters since it's a set sort of deal. Some characters are just better at it than others. You can see we've even been getting like S's on some of these in summer. So we're still doing pretty damn good, despite not having any of those progressive unlocks. And that was before I leveled up Layla, by the way. We also haven't really been doing much deck stuff. I'm honestly not against that. It's just more because when you start a chapter, you can choose whether or not you take the starter deck or a deck that you made. I'm just honestly collecting even more shit here, and that's what's going on there. We'll make a couple videos about that once I sort of get the idea of like what I want out of some characters' decks. And so, just to let you guys know what's going on here, we are probably going to wait until we get to level 90, or 89 in this case, because of the fact that the max level is 30, and during which you unlock all the bonuses of a character. Then you go into what's called Rebirth, which is pretty much a prestige, but not. You put in another 30 levels, and what it does is it unlocks the traits. as you know, we've only been able to choose one set of traits every time that we level 1, level 2, level 3, but the other ones have been locked. Once you get to what's called Rebirth 1, which is level 30 on the next prestige, it'll unlock all of those to pick at any time. Apparently, some people say that you can even choose the same one multiple times, which is absolutely ludicrous, opens up a whole bunch of builds, and obviously I want to show you guys, especially if I'm doing deck stuff, what all these traits are and what we're building for. But obviously that comes with the power level that I don't like, so I might have to like bite that bullet or somehow grind up like enough levels, because the next prestige, Rebirth 2, when you get to level 30, it gives you the ability to turn off all of the benefits that you get from leveling, which honestly I feel personally attacked, because it seems like it's, again, trying to milk more time out of people, particularly like me, who want to learn how to master the actual game without having the handicaps that the game is trying to give you. I feel that if I earn these benefits, I should be able to take them away at any time, but apparently the developer decided that they need to get another 30 levels out of me per character. I don't know how to feel about that particularly. That makes me pretty salty. But it does mean that you guys probably aren't going to see... I'll probably level up Layla once we get to 60. And then I'll just like play around with a couple of decks. And then I'll stop playing Layla till we get the other 30 levels. And then like tone her back. I don't know. It's sort of like I have to decide what's more important, your guys' entertainment or my values, if that makes any sense. But I also don't necessarily think that splitting these evenly and having everybody at level 11 is technically going to do anything for you guys anyways, because we're still not going to get a lot of the content. So it's more of like the slow trickle of levels, and what they're trying to, again, grind more time out of you isn't very good for this sort of format that we're going for. Anyways. But who knows, maybe if we really like it, after this month this will become a normal rotation game. But as I said, we're going to do War of the Branches, which is the roguelike mode. We're going to start in Spring, which admittedly is using enemies from the first difficulty, but they're going to ramp up as we go. And honestly, I wanted to try this with Ravenmeyer. I've been respecting Ravenmeyer quite a bit since I've been playing in the higher difficulty. Like, obviously he's good, especially with his base deck, but just figuring out where all the characters are really good.
Hungry mouths awaken to feed. Stop the forces of Inverness before they consume Cardrazzle.
I invite you to run.
Anyway, sorry, I was interrupting the lore there. When you have nothing, like I do, right? No custom decks, no levels. You have to really start to squeeze out each character and find out what they're really good at. Because, especially in story mode, where you're going up against a sterilized, if you will, environment of, you're going to get these items, you got this at the shop, you're hitting the shop at exactly this moment, all that sort of stuff. You really have to start fine-tuning that. And so having the character that's best for a particular situation against certain enemies, etc., etc., really starts to show up. And yeah, Ravenmeyer's pretty great. Hopefully we'll be able to show off a little bit of that here. So one thing that I'm particularly fond of Ravenmeyer is the fact that he has the Raven's Flight, which allows him to just turn any of your cards into damage, which generally speaking they don't. Most people require, like, say Magnor has, okay, I can turn a spade into chop, which does 1 damage. Or, like, I need hearts to do 2 damage with Nazim and such like that. Nobody really just, like, looks at the game and is like, by the way, I'm doing damage now. And since it's technically an ability, they can't really retaliate to it, but you still get all your benefits of it being technically an attack. We're probably going to take another hit here. Oh, that's suffer.
This will be your grave.
This is perfect.
In the crosshairs.
So we've pretty much set a 4 of a kind for the next fight, and that's pretty much what we were going for there. Oh, you reanimated, you son of a bitch. I can't believe that you would have done this. So we got a 3 of a kind for the next fight. Group encounters we don't necessarily do very well with, so we'd actually prefer to take a normal encounter. Excuse me, this is still a group encounter. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and do this. They can't defend against us, so we're going to just go ahead and off that enemy before it can accrue time bomb. And we'll probably call that. We'll properly retaliate with that. We want to keep that ace for a while. We want this buff in place. This buff is incredible. It can pretty much make it so that our kings are unrefuted, and our aces will almost never be blocked. And all it takes is 2 of our spades. Like, absolutely. Sign me up for that. Otherwise, we're going to have to plink at this enemy for a little bit. We want to keep that ace as long as possible. Is it worth 1 damage? I honestly don't think that it is. So just go ahead and get got. The reason being is that we would have kept an ace to take 2 damage next turn when we killed the enemy, because of the fact that it had time bomb. Your next ability is free to cast until the end of the round. Wow.
This will be your grave.
Close quarters, +1 to adjacent targets. Well, what if I were to tell you no?
You may advance.
Level me up.
Never too old.
Our level 1 is very good, especially with that buff that we just installed. So whenever we use a single card in combat, it'll deal +1 damage, which also counts Raven's Flight. So it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I don't think that they can even do anything against us if we... The question is oh, here's the map. I was about to say, it'd be nice to see that. We've got a boss coming up in like 3 nodes. We could potentially take the long way and go through all these nodes here. Which would get a... Well, we're going to get a card, whatever that is. Encounter, short rest consumable, boss encounter. I'm feeling pretty good about that. But going through this elite encounter, I don't know what that does. So I'd kind of like to take that and get it in equipment. So we're probably going to take the short route, actually. And if we're taking the short route and we got an elite encounter next, yes, I want to keep this 3 of a kind as long as possible. So that means that instead, we're going to hope that you don't draw a 2-pair on us.
In the crosshairs.
Thank you. That's perfect. Create a permanent additional copy of a card in your hand. I'm sorry, what? Wild range +1 for 2 cards in your hand. Wild suit for 2 cards in your hand. We don't really care about suits that much. I mean, Ravenmeyer has a lot of need for spades and clubs, but I don't think that that's necessarily better for us. And we also don't need specific, like, ranges. Like, if we were at, like, queens or kings here, we could turn them into aces to just plink away at things for more damage. But I don't necessarily think that this is the way to go for us. We can... Discarded cards are removed from your deck. Interesting. That seems better than a permanent copy of something. I mean, we do get, like, say, another ace. Having another ace does have its benefits, but, I mean, it's 2 damage. So that's one thing to note. But being able to just remove any number of cards from my deck, this isn't good for us right now. But removing, say, a whole bunch of 2s, if you're not using them and they're not in your good suit, is much better than getting more cards that you want. I also wonder if this is permanent or if this is temporary, because if this is permanent, then that's kind of crazy too. Especially if you draw through your deck a lot, like Layla does. Anyways, we are going to create another copy of an ace. Simply because I feel like that's good for this character. And then we're going to dump this. Excuse me? I was promised elites? Superior Ascension gain 2 offense after successful attacks. Well, you're not going to attack me, so deal with that. This is going to seem a little wasteful, but I'm about it.
The trap is set.
Okay. I'm all about that.
The hunt is on. Seek.
Boo. Huh, we do not have 2 jacks, so instead we are going to take damage here. That's going to have to be okay. We aren't really able to set up anything. If we had a heart, we'd be able to do something with that. So I guess this is just a Raven's Flight. Unless I want to try and deal damage with the jack. Which, if I was to try and deal damage with the jack... Excuse me? +2 offense with single card attacks. Wow. We can beat that.
The hunt is on. Now, you may advance.
We've already seen 2 of their aces, so I'm feeling very comfortable doing this. We got this.
I invite you to run.
And now this guy's pretty much done, because all we have to do is King and Raven's Flight. Because we get the extra attack from second wing. No, he blocked! You piece.
You're mine.
We can short rest here. Group encounter, short rest. Group encounter, ability shrine, card shrine. Maybe we full rest here. It would be nice to get our level 2, simply because it's before our level 3. When do we level up next? We don't level up if we go to a card or ability shrine. We have to go through an elite for another level up. Another one before the boss, and one right here instead of in equipment. I feel like we heal here. Or if we want this level and to get level 3 as soon as possible, it would be level up, group encounter, event, group encounter, short rest, elite encounter. So this is what our path would look like. Am I fine with that? I'm not sure. We're not very good at defending, being the main point. Like, the level up would help with that, but only versus group encounters, which I guess that we're actually going into. But, I'm gonna go ahead and take a rest. But I don't like it.
I smell blood.
Okay.
I can't miss.
Oof.
The hunt is on.
Wow. At the start of your turn, discard a card and gain 1 shield. I think we're good with that. We don't really need a lot of cards in our hand as Ravenmeyer.
This will be a grave.
You must discard a card. Okay. Though maybe should have considered that we had smokescreen here. Alright, you really don't have a lot of better than queens, so we're just going to go ahead and bop you. And then we're going to bop you. Get bopped. Ouch. Yeah, not really much that we can do here. At least we have that shield. Pear? Me squeeze me? Now we're taking 2 damage.
The ravens are circling.
No, we have better here. If you fail a defense, remove your buff. No!
Be your grave.
Marksman. Deal +1 damage to non-adjacent targets. Entities with retreating move to the end of the turn order at the end of their turn. Hunter Diamond deals +1 attack damage per diamond in your defense hand, and +1 offense per diamond in our hand. Well, you're going to be starving for a bit. I think I'm good with this. Well, that'll happen. Oh, why the frick did I just do that? I'm a fool. Yeah, we're just gonna take 2 here. I kind of need a heart, so we're gonna take these. Wow. We're getting just bombed.
The hunt is on. I'm out of attacks.
Excuse me? Oh, because we lost our... Oh, man. It's rough stuff.
I'm not through with you yet.
God damn.
The ravens are circling.
Good lord.
This
We might be dead here.
grave.
I mean, we're not dead here because we'll just Ravens call it. But it certainly wasn't easy, I'll tell you that. I'm honestly wondering now if we do actually do grab this level up, or if we're instead going to take this rest. I mean, we have to live first, right? Ooh. Ooh.
I have you.
Don't you? Oh. You're such a piece. Alright, we're dead. Just looking for any tricks that we have up our sleeves, and I'm not seeing any right now. Yep, that's a bop. Alright. How much mana did that give us? About 1 level. For halfway through, not bad. Blood magic +1 looking ridiculous. Rapid fire also looking pretty ridiculous. Go ahead, we'll go into there with Shaylin.
Watch over me. In spring, time to strike.
Alright.
Second fang.
Well, to say, you draw 2 aces in a row, I'm gonna call hacks on that one. Well, there's your other ace. My apologies.
Surrender, and this will be painless.
That shouldn't be necessary. Cycle that.
Not done yet.
We're not getting any pairs, and it's hard to defend yourself without pairs.
Talon's ready.
Maybe we actually are going to end up using this contract. Thieves' Tools helps. Having a wild range basically gives you more pairs here. I really don't feel good attacking with a 10 right now.
We'll sing.
God damn.
I will end this. You have a price on your head. This will be the key.
Oh, it's flying. God damn it. I always forget about flying. Well, we're going to get bopped again here.
You are not fit to fight my shadow.
Alright, how about this one?
Be the key.
Is that going to do it for you?
I will end this.
Well. We've honestly got a little bit of rotten luck here.
Time to
We might die very early.
Talon's ready.
Wow, all the pairs. Alright. That's probably not going to give us much. Alright, let's retry that again.
I'm always up for an adventure.
I wasn't really going for a whole, let's try this with every character ordeal.
In spring.
Definitely wasn't expecting to get bodied so hard.
Better not dull my axe. I'm ready for anything.
Wow.
Trust the axe.
Well, we get to use that potion at least.
Hold your shield high. 'Tis a good brew.
I was about to say, how many times could we possibly miss?
Trust the axe. It's my turn.
You think you're the cock of the duck, do you?
Lost?
What the heck is this?
I'll have that purse.
I can give one here.
Shield at the ready.
Oof. That will be helpful for an upcoming boss. It's a shame that this guy right here is what he is, but we can at least do a 2-pair. It's very likely to land with them only being able to draw 2 cards, even if we only have like 8s.
Your loot or your life?
You know what? Fun damage is worth it. Just take it.
Hold your shield high.
Alright. Let's not use those. Let's use these. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. That's huge.
Shield at the ready.
Harm shield. Why?
Your fate is sealed. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Merchant probably would have been relatively good because of how many abilities we had in our hand, but I'm also expecting to need to use those for this upcoming elite encounter.
You'd better not dull my
Or maybe
axe.
even here, who knows? Can't really use any of them now. Although, we can almost create a flush with our Heart of Oxes. They've been drawing a lot of high cards lately, so the queens are starting to feel better. Not quite sure how I feel about a jack. Well, I'll definitely let you kill yourself in Minecraft.
It's my
Wow. I'll be perfectly honest. We have no use for diamonds. I'm good. Click cancel to end. Okay.
thrust the axe.
These guys again. This time we really don't have the opportunity of just blowing them up, so we're going to take quite a bit of damage here. We might need to use our consumables to get out of here alive. Perf. Give us a good equipment. +1 defense and max health. I'm about it.
You'd better not dull my axe.
This frickin' guy. You draw 4. I'm not feeling good about a pair of 2s. Take this 4, redraw it.
Take your best shot.
Well, that's gonna hurt. Let's go ahead and use our abilities. We're gonna take 0, but we're still gonna deal 1. Draw an ability. It's finishing blow. Love to see it. We almost. Feel somewhat better about having a queen. That pair of 2s really doesn't do anything for me, so let's go ahead and prepare it.
Get it. It's my turn.
Oh, hold up. I'll block that.
Shield at the ready.
Oh man, we are becoming impregnable. Okay. That's one less ace in the deck, so I'm not too sad to see that. I was hoping to just finishing blow this man this turn. I'll be honest, I might want you to do 1 damage. Nah, we'll use these.
Grasp the axe.
Yeah. Well, before we do this, I don't like that 6.
I'm ready for anything. Your match is sealed.
Yeah, one of Magnor's greatest advantages is that he's able to cycle cards.
I just came up with a new move.
And just like Ravenmeyer, he has a use for quite a few cards because he has a lot of cards that deal damage with spades, and he has cards that block or are defensive with hearts.
Order!
We'll block, and since it's a spade, you take a damage.
Hold my axe.
We'll keep that for next fight. Honestly, feeling pretty good here. Just cycle this. It's a little suffer, but we'll go ahead and we'll just block it. Allows us to revenge.
Hey back. Hold your shield high.
I'm not about the 6.
I'm ready for anything.
That's unfortunate, but we'll take this.
Grasp the axe. Bring it on.
There we go.
It's over.
Oh, we can't go this way. I didn't realize the little lines. Okay, so, this would pretty much be set to go to a rest or an equipment. We'd get 1 consumable, 1 max health, but otherwise it's honestly just a bunch of, fights and such. But we do full heal if we take this route before the boss. Interesting. As good as it is, I don't feel like we necessarily need to go specifically for Magnor's 3. I think that we can take this safer path. A get out of jail free card is nice.
Hold my axe.
Okay.
Do your worst.
Okay. Actually, you know what? No. No.
It's my turn. It's the spot. Shield at the ready.
Give me 1 max health, please.
Grasp the axe.
Deal 1 damage to me when I deal attack damage to one of their allies. Attack specifies that I have to initiate the attack, not combat damage. We suffer 1 ability damage when we deal ability damage to an enemy with spell shock. Well, that's probably not going to be a problem. Alright, I don't like that 3. I mean, I guess a 10 is something. King, sure. A queen. Yeesh. Take this 2.
You better not dull my axe.
I probably should have actually let him deal that because I had a shield which would have retaliated. Does this count as attack damage? I think it honestly does.
Here comes the maelstrom.
Yep, okay. Feeling pretty good about this hand.
Feel that ready. Come and get it.
We just have so much defense. We're so chunky. Oof, we're so close.
I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about that.
Hold your shield high.
This is going to be more than enough, he said. All right. Give us an equipment, actually. Top deck a club at the start of your turn to regain 2 HP. Well, that gives us a reason to have clubs. All right.
It's my turn.
Cyclops. Rude? Hmm. Oh, we have a shield, so we want you to hit us, and we would prefer to use a spade to do it. And then we failed the defense, so take a revenge.
Payback. Grasp the axe.
I actually kind of like us having defense right now.
Take your best shot.
Oh, yes, save attack. Well, that's a waste then. Unless... Group boss encounter.
Shield high.
This guy. Well. I still get that.
Do your worst.
Okay, that seemed pretty good. That is very good. Do I honestly just eat this? I think I do. Oh no!
Grasp the axe.
I was debating trying to turn that into a flush, but I don't think that it's necessarily the best move.
Shield at the ready.
All right. I suppose that's a bit unfortunate timing, but I'll still take it. Also ate 2 of their aces. You love to see it. Ooh. I'll be honest with you. We'll eat this too.
It's my turn.
Is there a thing that's making it so that I can't... Is that technically ability damage? And that's why I'm not using Spike Shield? Interesting? I don't know. I think it's about time to actually swap over to this for now.
You better not dull my ass.
Hmm.
Come get it. Shield at the ready.
Chop doesn't really do anything, Whirlwind doesn't really do anything, but we're getting to our max hand size here. We kind of have to do something. Not really a fan of it.
I'm ready for anything.
Okay, there's another spade. We already used our attack, but next turn we can go into a flush. Especially with that.
Thrust the axe.
Let's keep healing. I love to see it.
Order! It's my turn.
Alright. And we're fully healed. Look at that.
Your match is sealed.
We don't need to rest. We could level up here. Where's our next level up? Like back here? I don't know if equipment scales here, but I would think that we would prefer to get equipment that's later on in the game. So we'll go ahead and we'll level up.
This is gonna be good. Thrust the axe.
Hmm.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Hold your shield high. You better not dull my ass. I'm ready for anything. comes the maelstrom.
All right.
You better not dull my eyes. Do your worst. Payback. It's my turn.
I keep trying to draw into this straight, but the game just does not agree with me.
Bring it on.
At least I got that flush. Yeah, sure, do 1 damage to me.
Thrust the axe.
Because we healed it up, and we're about to bop you anyways. If you have a lot of abilities in hand, I'd be all about visiting a merchant, but it does not look like that's in the cards. We don't get a merchant until all the way back here. I think that another card shrine would be kind of nice. Pull some more cards from our deck.
Hold your shield high.
Alright, first things first. These things with 7 attack can get stuffed.
It's over.
And they can get stuffed.
Fate is sealed.
This guy's defensive, so we kind of want to hit him on our turn anyways. But let's make him play some cards. Honestly, we're going to hit you with this.
It's my turn.
That'll be good for next. Let's use Whirlwind here. I kind of like our hand as it is.
Here comes the maelstrom.
That's a little suffer, but you know what? Let's use this.
Hold your shield high.
3 queens. We have Heart of Ox. Take this 6. Deal a damage to me, I don't care. There we go. Mulligan these crappy cards. I would get rid of the ace, except, you know, it's an ace.
Shield at the ready.
Yalton. We can take care of that, don't you worry. Excuse me? You take -1 damage per card in our hand?
Hold on.
In your attack hand. I'm an idiot. Thought it was our hand. Oh well. Let's get rid of that.
Hold your shield high.
Well, we know that we can't use a flush on this man, so might as well just beat him down. We want to keep 1 grapple shield for the next encounter. And this ace is free. Good hand, good hand. Go ahead and just use 2 of these.
It's my turn.
Oh, you have sapping? I'm a fool? You only take 1 damage per pair we do, so it's honestly best for us to wait for you to attack us. That is if we beat you.
Shield at the ready. Better not dull my ox.
This enemy's honestly being just very annoying.
Get it. Shield at the ready.
The merchant's here. It doesn't really matter which path we take. It's merchant versus healing, which we don't care about. So we'll just have to remember to take merchant here. And this isn't really a choice, so we'll just...
It's my
You again? At least you're only giant and sapping. Let's go ahead and take this. And then get rid of this diamond.
best shot.
Love it. We don't have a spade that we can use, so let's just go ahead, not take any damage. You can take that. Alright. Okay.
Shield at the ready.
Hmm.
It's my turn.
Alright. It's equipment or equipment? These weren't these before, right? Oh, because we're level 3, this turned into an equipment. That's kind of nice. Suffer -1 attack damage per club in your defense hand. So, we're just never going to die then? Is that what's going to happen here?
What?
I feel bad for getting rid of all those clubs now.
Shield at the ready.
Diamond Seeker. +1 offense per diamond in our hand. Well, we tried to get rid of all of them. Boosh. That is a straight. We can't whirlwind after that, but I think it's good enough. Literally unblockable. Oh, that's another flush? Excuse me? Is it worth keeping? Nah, deal 2 damage to me. Yeah, get these 2.
You better not dull my ox.
There we go. It's another flush. What is our map, though? We should probably save this. Can we even save it? Not really. It'd be kind of hard to play around this. I guess we might as well just take it. Keep the king, I think.
About those leaves.
Oh, I thought that we were going to be able to get someone +1 offense, safe attack. Sounds amazing. We can just blink for free. What the hell is this? What the hell? Did they add items specifically for this mode? It feels like it. Some of these are crazy. Because I know that this is from campaign.
Give me that.
And we're taking that. We don't need health potion. Take whirlwind. Probably should have kept whirlwind actually. Considering that we're going into and I'll be honest with you. I consider that overdraw better than 1 damage. Let's take a singular encounter.
It's my
Okay.
turn.
It's a pretty easy fight for us, I believe.
Ha! Hold your shield high. Ha!
Hmm. I think it's this.
Trust the axe.
Trying to get that strike going here. Defensive stance might be the move now. I almost feel like the +2 offense though is just better for us since we're pretty much impregnable. Although I suppose after getting the Savannah Sphere, do we really need 5 offense? Maybe not. A little late for that.
Hold your shield high.
Since it's safe, we can just plank for damage there. Okay. You deal no damage to us.
It's my turn.
Come on, man. There we go. So we have the straight. Oh, we don't. We're gonna have to get rid of it. Boo. So then keep the diamonds?
Better not dull my axe.
There we go.
Hold it! Shield emerald.
3 of these? Did we fight 3 of these in the campaign, or did they really just put 3 mini bosses up against us? You think this is gonna be enough? That might be a little bit too greedy. Okay, we have safe. With safe attack, we pretty much just ate one of their aces with that, which is pretty damn good. You know what? Yeah, we'll block you. And this guy will let hit us. Oh no. Oh, it's a heart. God damn it. We can't even do... We can't even do retaliate damage. We just don't die. Oh no. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? We got 4 clubs. Not enough aces. That was honestly quite shit. I was expecting a lot more throughput out of that. Go ahead, deal damage. I want to keep this jack intact, which probably means doing this.
You better not dull my eyes.
Alright. Finishing blow.
Badge is sealed.
We'll block. Also deals damage to you. We're looking crappy for our option. Just deal 1 damage to me.
Shield at the ready. Ha! I haven't the cards. It's over. Cross the axe.
Be nice to finally heal again. Oh.
It's my turn.
Alright, let's do this. Feeling pretty good about this. We have our straight already. Unfortunately, not really much that we can do with this, but we will... Actually, no, we'll try and get you on the... Rude. Like, legitimately rude. Oh, you're dealing, like, double damage. Let's go ahead and cancel this for now. Yeah, this is much better. Hit him with the old no you.
Dull my eyes.
Yeah, pair of forces, this thing's dead. Do we pair twos then, actually? Do we care about these more? We have so many diamonds. We'll do this. Alright, what else do we got here? No, that's it. I accept your attack. And substitute my own. Hold up. We can get a flush if we just take 1 damage here, which seems like a good trade to me. In fact, let's whetstone this, make you take a damage for it.
Hold your shield high.
Love the heals. We're doing fantastic. And now that he doesn't have crit aura, we can just choose to eat anything that he wants to hit us with. If we were so inclined. But we really don't like doing that. Like this, for example. This is fine.
Shield at the ready.
Like famous last words, I don't know how we die here. Pair of jacks can be blocked. Can also be beaten, but we have safe attack. Those are 2 queens out of the deck. That's another queen out of the deck, which means that this is a much safer attack here. We'll actually use that for attacking him, though. I want this for me, so that probably means tossing these out. Trade 1 damage for 1 damage. We heal up. Just get owned. You know what? Oh, we don't have to. We can fail here. No damage. Revenge.
Hold your shield high.
Alright. And now we just finishing blow him. Except he says no. Oh, man. Yeah, he says no to all of our antics. Except that one. Better not have a low pair. Oh, there it is. He talks shit after we're getting it on the 3rd try.
That'll keep the Valkyries busy.
A diamond to turn any card into a wild card. Holy lord. Wait, health potion +1 gives us max health? Oh, dude, we could chug. Deal 1 attack damage twice, but, well, that's actually interesting. Because Shaylin's level 1 makes it so that she deals +1 damage with, black cards. And if this is considered attack damage, that means that using a club or spade, this is actually going to deal 2 damage twice with that. Plus might have other on-hit effects. Gain defense equal to your offense until your next turn. Interesting. And that's on Shaylin. Holy crap, we get so much mana from this. Your next multi-card standard attack using only black cards deals double attack damage. I'm sorry? Revenge +1 retaliates all the damage? Doesn't draw an ability? Wow. Interesting. Anyways, now we can go into summer. But that was Aces and Adventures War of the Branches mode. Relatively interesting. I like how again, when you go into the story chapters, they're more of a curated experience. You're going to fight this enemy, you're going to get these benefits at this time. And so it's more of a puzzle, but there's still obviously the RNG because you're dealing with the deck elements, and you may not necessarily get the ability cards that you need, so on and so forth. But for the most part, it's like a thing that you solve. And like I said, I've been able to get past at least summer so far by being able to more or less solve the encounters that are coming up with good characters that are good for that with the traits that we have. But if you're going into this procedurally generated mode, it seemed like the first few fights are kind of samey. That might be due to the fact that they don't want you to get bopped right away, which we also managed to do. But it definitely got more different as it went on. I certainly hope that that is more of the case, where in like the air quotes act 2 of it, it gets more varied and so on and so forth. And being able to get item combinations that, first off, items that don't exist in the game, or items that don't normally get paired together, is very interesting. And fighting random bosses and bosses later becoming common enemies is very interesting. And I think that there definitely could be a little bit of longevity to that mode. We might try it on summer next time just to see exactly how hard that is, and that would also allow you guys to see exactly how hard summer enemies are. Which is, again, not necessarily that harder, but when you're dealing with small numbers like you do in this game, like just a +1 to something is actually quite a bit. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be sure to leave that down below, be it questions, concerns, comments, misplay alerts, and until next time, I'll catch you guys around.